Hi, second graders. It's Mrs. Heyman. I'm going to help you with your purple packet. And I know you don't have a new purple packet, but I'm still going to teach you the things that we are doing this week by you watching me do a purple packet. So I'm going to show it to you right here. Here is the Monday of week 26. So if you just follow along, our first activity here asks us to write the contraction. So I'm sure you remember contractions. Those are those shortcut words. Like if we had these two words, we could make it even shorter by turning it into one word. It will mean the same thing. I could use these two words in the blank, saying, he is the best artist in the class. Or I could make it into one word, which would be known as the contraction. So I think you remember how this works. A contraction is most of the time the first word, all normally spelled. So there's my word he. And the second word gets shortened up. And how I shorten it is whatever letters I don't write, I replace with an apostrophe. That's an apostrophe. And I'm going to use that for the letter I and finish the spelling of the contraction with the S of his. So it means the same thing if you listen to it, right? He's the best artist in the class. And you'll notice that I typed it in there with a capital H because it is the beginning word of the sentence, right? Okay, let's go on to the second box. The directions say circle the correct meaning. I'm going to try this sentence pretending like I don't know that word. I'm not going to read anything on it. I'm going to say blank. And I'm going to see if I can figure out what that word is just because there's clues, context clues in the sentence. So here we go. When the mixing machine began to blink, it shook the whole room. Let's look at my choices. A, to move rapidly back and forth. B, to stay in one place. C, to leave the room. Now what did it say again? When the mixing machine began to, it shook the whole room. Well, shook, shaking, that's moving, right? So I want to try thinking about A. Could it be something like this? When the mixing machine began to move rapidly back and forth, it shook the whole room. It sounds like the right idea. I'm going to try that one. Now, with that in mind, maybe that makes me make a good guess as to what this word is. Could this word be vibrate? When the mixing machine began to vibrate, it shook the whole room. That makes sense. Okay, let's go on to our edit the sentence and look at what it says in the eraser. Edit the run-on sentences. Now, run-on sentences are things that we do often. It's when we forget to stop and put an end mark. And sometimes we can go on and on and on and never end the sentence, and that's called a run-on. This practice says there are two sentences in a run-on. Actually, there could be more than two, but this particular sentence is a run-on because they needed to have two separate sentences, and they didn't. So where should you put the two periods? Well, they've already told us our end marks are going to be periods, and there definitely would be one at the very end of the writing, right? So here's a period. I'm going to try to draw a period and circle it. It's pretty hard to do with my finger. And then I have to think about where would the other period go? So what would be the end of the first sentence in this telling? So let's read what they've got going here. I think this is saying, first I went to the store, then we went to my aunt's house. Doesn't this remind you of like a sequence of events, like they're telling an order, like first I did this and then I did that? That would be those two things, I think. So I would say, first I went to the store. That's where we should end this sentence. As best I can, I'm filling in a period there. I don't think I'll circle it. It's just too tight in there. That then reminds me, if I ever put an end mark, the very next thing I would have would be a new capital because I'm starting a new sentence, right? So triple underlining my T. I know that's really squishy. Let's take a look at the rest of it, make sure that we have it all. Beginning of this sentence is capitalized. Oh, but isn't that spelled wrong? I'm quite sure they wanted first, but they accidentally did frist. when we don't get the letters in the right order. Sometimes we get something weird. But I want the sound. So that's I-R and then S-T. I know that's kind of squishy there too. F-I-R-S-T. Okay, let's try the activity here by the popcorn bucket. It says circle the words with the long I sound as in like. Yeah, long I sound is when I says its name. Like. Silent E is a good way to do that, isn't it? I think I'm just going to underline for the sake of ease. I see a silent E in this word, and I can try that out saying eyes. See a silent E in this word, fire. That word is pig, right? And that I is by itself in that short vowel pattern, and that says I'm not going to circle that one. Let's try the first column here. I think that's the word find. Find. Doesn't have a silent E though, does it? Can it happen that I by itself can say a long I sound? I guess so. It wouldn't be finned. Finned isn't a word. Well, that's not the word like. I know this is the word like. That's the word lick. Not a long I sound there. I've read this word a lot in second grade because we talked about main idea. That's the word idea. And I sure hear the sound I at the beginning of idea. And those are the words with the long I. We don't always have the same spelling pattern, do we? It's not always silent E. Last thing, we have a little fake dictionary to practice here. So, a dictionary is a place to find out lots of things about words. The word that we're looking at here is bolded, and that's the word break. When we have a bold word and they tell things about it, that's called an entry word. Look at what one of our activities is to do. Underline the entry word. Well, I'm going to give you that help already. This is the entry word. It's the word that we're going to learn about. The key to the dictionary is how do you find a word you're looking for? There's so many of them. So they're in there in alphabetical order. And you don't have to look at the entire thing to find the book. There's such a thing called guide words. And guide words are in pairs. So in this situation, there's 2 of them. And we need to circle them. So on this fake dictionary page, they put the guide word bloom and the guide word bumper. And how this works is everything, I'm going to see if I can clean that up a little bit. I'm going to erase that circle, make it a little smaller. Everything of words that could fit alphabetically between bloom and bumper would be on the same page. This would be in the corner of one of the pages, and this would be in the other corner. And they're letting you know all the words alphabetically between there would be on that page. And break would be because of the second letters. BL, then words with BR would come after that. And the last word would be this one with BU. So that's our Monday purple packet today. So I hope that helped you. I'm going to let you listen again tomorrow on some other ones. Okay. See you later.